Having seen that incredible teaser trailer for the upcoming DC film Clayface, I think that we can almost unanimously agree that this looks like a really exciting, interesting, and distinctive take on the comic book genre, which is something that has really been needing. So today I'm going to recommend to you 12 films that you should see before Clayface hits cinemas later this year. Let's start with the most obvious. You should definitely have seen The Batman, you should see Joker, you should absolutely see the Penguin miniseries if you haven't caught up with that, because that's also fantastic. And it also won't hurt to catch up with James Watkins' last film as a director, which was Speak No Evil, starring James McAvoy. Really good performance in a very socially minded, uncomfortable thriller. But what's really exciting about the Clayface trailer are the body horror elements, which connected quite directly to David Cronenberg's The Fly, for one thing. The Substance, which seems to be the modern standard of body horror. I haven't seen it personally, so I don't know how connected it is, but that is the modern shining example of body horror for sure. Kira is also definitely worth a look, a fantastic body horror film that also touches on kind of scientific progress and how that impacts upon the body. And probably my most pressing recommendation here is Tetsuo the Iron Man, a Shinya Tsukamoto masterpiece, which is all about the body of the main character being overtaken by things out of his control and how frightening that really is. It's graphic and disturbing. It's a fantastic film. Speaking of the horror of losing control, it's also definitely worth seeing Josh Trank's Chronicle, and it's also absolutely worth going back and seeing Eyes Without a Face by Georges Franju. That film seems to be deliberately referenced in the trailer for Clayface multiple times with a few different shots, so it absolutely is an influence on this new film. And two more slightly random recommendations. The sound design in the trailer is very abrasive, very uncomfortable, and it absolutely reminded me of some of the sound design in Leigh Whannell's version of The Invisible Man, another fantastic horror film. And finally, just because I think that Tom Rhys-Harris, the leading man in Clayface, looks a little bit like Sebastian Stan, it's probably also worth going and checking out A Different Man from 2024 if you haven't seen that, because that's another film starring Sebastian Stan that is all about appearances in society and disfigurement and the uncomfortability that comes with that. Here is my full list of recommendations on the screen all at once just for your convenience. Check these films out before Clayface hits cinemas later this year. I cannot wait.